afternoon, folks. I'm Todd Cartner, your host, and welcome to Myrtle Beach Living Live. Today, I am excited to have with us another restaurant that we're featuring, which is Highway 55, and we'll get them on in just a moment. But if you're looking for anything that has to do with Myrtle Beach, from entertainment, dining, local businesses, or my favorite, real estate, you're in the right place. We broadcast live every Wednesday at 12:30 noon right here on your favorite social media. And with us, we have Justin Buck, who is one of the owner-operators there in the Tanger Outlets on Highway 501. And we'll be joining him here in about, let's say now. How's that? Come on in here. Well, let's see. There we go. Gotta love technology. I've already said it a couple times this morning. Well, Justin, welcome to Myrtle Beach Living.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
There you go. Can you hear me? I think we're freezing up just a little bit. But anyway, welcome, Justin. He's with Highway 55 over at the Tanger Outlets on 501 in Myrtle Beach. And we appreciate you joining us today. So tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and what brought you to the Myrtle Beach area.
Okay. My name is Justin. I'm originally from Arizona. I was born and raised there. Left Arizona when I was about 15 years old. We ended up moving to North Carolina. We lived in Leland for about a year. Moved to Surf City, North Carolina. And that's where I actually started at Highway 55 when I got hired on my 16th birthday. Managed that store for a little bit. And moved around, and then we ended up moving to South Carolina a little over a year ago. So.
And you are in this with your mom and dad, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. So when I left Surf City, the reason I left Surf City, North Carolina, was because Hurricane Florence actually destroyed that Highway 55. So I had the opportunity to go to Charlotte, North Carolina, and manage that store for a little bit. And then she was actually offered to buy this location, but she denied it, and she asked if I would like to buy it. And then I brought my parents into it. My mom was already working at another location for a little bit, and then asked them if they would like to be partners, and went ahead and hopped on board with me. So I'm lucky to have it.
Well, that's awesome. Well, guys, we do have a question for you today if you're watching the show. And here's the question. Have you eaten at a Highway 55? And if so, what was your favorite part? And remember that if you have any questions for me or Justin today, to make sure that you just type those in the comments below the video on your social media channel, and we'll be glad to get those on air for you. So tell us about Highway 55. Let's hear a little bit of a history about them. How'd they get started, and et cetera, et cetera.
Okay. Highway 55 actually started in 1991. The CEO of the company is Kenny Moore. So he started in 1991 in a little town in North Carolina called Goldsboro, North Carolina. And we actually have 3 locations in Goldsboro now. So starting in a little mall, he had like 4 tables. He was in the mall. He waved to everybody that walked by, trying to bring them in. Back then there was a McDonald's right across the street too. So getting people in there to spend a little bit more on a burger was a little hard in 1991 with everything going on. But when we started franchising outside of North Carolina, that's when they had to actually change the company. It actually started as Andy's back in 1991. And then they changed the name to Highway 55 because when we were franchising out, someone already had that name in another state. So.
Oh, wow. So is the original one on Highway 55? Is that how it got that?
The corporate office is on Highway 55 in Mount Olive, North Carolina. So the corporate office is there for the yeah.
Well, that's cool. Well, you already mentioned kind of how you got involved as you started at 16 and you worked your way up to a manager. And I know that you guys have your whole family kind of working there at your location. I believe your wife works there too, doesn't she?
I actually don't have a wife, no. So I don't have a wife. I don't have any kids either. But my mom and dad. What's that?
Okay, I'm sorry. That's my fault. I misunderstood that one. So let's talk about the atmosphere at Highway 55. I know that I've eaten there several times, and it kind of gives you that old school feeling, kind of like what you would see on the movie Happy Days or something like that. But tell us a little bit about the atmosphere, the decor, what the servers and the cook staff wear, that kind of stuff. Just kind of paint a picture for us, if you will.
Okay. So you walk into Highway 55, and the first thing that we want to do is welcome you as part of our family. We want to treat everyone that walks in as a family member. You're coming into our house. We want to welcome you as our guest. So first thing you do, we always try and grab the door for you guys, welcome you into the home, and then you'll walk in and you already feel the 50s to 60s to 70s thing going on. The reason we have that theme though is because that was back in the day. It was the American dream. So we want everyone to feel those are the easier times. So you walk in, whether you have a 30-minute lunch break or a 2-hour vacation, you're going to go in, you're going to relax, and you're going to feel like you're at home with us. Our staff, our cooks wear blue shirts, black shorts or pants, kind of represent like the blue collar, they're kind of working on the cook line, but they're not out in the field. So we're working on there. And our servers are actually wearing pink shirts with black pants. The pink ladies, the greasers and the pink ladies is what we call them. So we got our cook line, we got our wait staff. So
there you go. I know there are a lot of Marilyn Monroe and Elvis pictures up, a lot of records on the wall and that kind of stuff that gives you that 50s and 60s feel. So you serve a lot more than just burgers, right?
Oh, absolutely. So not only do we have our fresh, hand patty, never frozen, delicious burgers, but we also got cheesesteaks. We got shrimp po' boys; those are delicious. We also have gluten-free premium custard. For those that don't know, custard is it's like ice cream, but it tastes better. It has egg in it. It's gluten-free. So we have a lot of people come in and do you have any gluten-free options? Our French fries, tater tots, and our custard is all gluten-free for you.
Well, that's cool. I know I've had the milkshakes, and they're amazing.
Thank you. We are
and your chicken sandwich. Yeah, your chicken sandwich is pretty good too.
Yeah, we have grilled and fried chicken. Right now, we're also running a special for our buffalo fried chicken sandwich. So it's a nice little change up. Add some heat to it, but it's definitely awesome.
Yeah, and you have a nice little kids meal, and the kids meals are served in a paper or cardboard, I guess is what we would call it, car, correct?
Yeah, so right now we actually have little trucks. So they're going to be, we hand fold those, and they're little trucks. Sometimes they're usually cars, and we'll put the kids meal in there. So, instead of them getting a little toy with their kids meal, they get a truck that they can play with, and they get stickers to decorate their truck with. So it's a nice little change. They go into somewhere else, and they just get a little toy that's going to end up in the trash can in the next couple of days. So
right, I know the kids enjoy taking those with them. So I know that you said that the Myrtle Beach market kind of fell in your lap a little bit, but is there a reason that you chose Myrtle Beach and specifically the Carolina Forest area?
So the reason that we accepted the offer to buy this location was because we were never handed anything in life to be, oh, you follow this, you're going to be successful. Go to college, get a degree, you're going to be successful. It kind of did fall in our lap a little bit, but the reason we took it was because our lives have changed with this company. This company offers so many different things, and we can get into that a little bit later. But we want to change somebody else's life too. And doing that, we get so many tourists. Myrtle Beach is a huge tourist town from Virginia, New York, Arizona, Massachusetts, wherever they're from, And when they come into our restaurant, we want them to remember us when they go back home, If they want to, we are franchising, so if they want to become a business owner, they can do that too. They can help create the at-home American dream family environment wherever they're at with everything going on right now. That's definitely a big part of it. So.
Yeah, and I've said this many, many times over. I would rather have good food with excellent customer service than to have excellent food with okay customer service. It's nice when you get both of them, and I feel that when I walk into Highway 55. Somebody, if not multiple people, always say hello and welcome and that kind of stuff. That makes you feel right at home right away, and I like that.
Thank you. We're definitely trying to do that every time. Sometimes we miss a couple, but we're definitely we're trying to stay busy. We're trying to be there for our community when it needs us the most, and we're trying to help out our community as much as we can too. So.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I tell you what, Justin, stick with us for just a moment. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we get back, we're going to talk about some of the things that Highway 55 does to get involved with the community. That's pretty cool. So, guys, remember, if you have any questions, just make sure you type those in the comments, and we'll get to you on air here, or you can give us a call at 843-246-7474. And, guys, we'll be right back right after these commercials. Every client is unique and has different needs. Whether it's a growing family, a first-time buyer, an investor, or someone looking to downsize, I am here to help guide them through the process. My name is Todd Cartner. I am a realtor with Exit Coastal Real Estate Pros. I serve Myrtle Beach and the surrounding area, and there is no place I would rather have my family call home. You need a realtor you can trust and will put your needs first. I want to become your lifetime realtor. If you are looking to buy or sell real estate, please give me a call. I look forward to speaking with you soon. All right, folks, welcome back to Myrtle Beach Living Live. I'm Todd Cartner, your host, and today we have with us Justin Buck, who is the owner-operator of Highway 55 Burgers right here in Myrtle Beach at the Tanger Outlet on 501. And Justin, we mentioned earlier that the original name was Andy's Burgers, and that kind of started part of it with how Andy's Foundation came about. So can you talk to me about more about that and what it does, what it entails, and how it helps the community?
Absolutely. So yeah, it was started as Andy's. That's actually Kenny Moore's son. So they started out after his son, and when we had to change the name to Highway 55, we could still have the Andy's Foundation. So the Andy's Foundation is actually a charity that all Highway 55s do. We do it 3 months out of the year, the 3 main summer months. So stores like us, the tourist stores and stuff like that, can still help out. With the Andy's Foundation, every store tries to raise at least $1,000 to try and help our charities towards an event. So we do the Boys and Girls Club of America. We do the Miracle League, Boys and Girls Club, American Cancer Society. All the money we raise goes straight to them. Not a penny of it goes to us. None of that. Every cent that we raise goes straight to them. And we were actually able to do a pancake breakfast about 2 months ago for the Grand Strand Miracle League. So we did a pancake breakfast for them. I believe we raised about $400 for them. It all went over there. We're able to help them out. What's neat about the Andy's Foundation is another charity that goes to is the Miracle League, which is the Grand Strand Miracle League. We have several locations. But what it does is it allows disabled children to play baseball. So if they are in a wheelchair, they can wheel themselves to first base. If they are deaf, they can hit a baseball and be assisted to first base. It allows every child, no matter what their condition is, to be able to play baseball. So.
It's a great organization, Exit Realty, that I'm part of. We volunteer there and provide lunch for them during their baseball tournaments. And you're right, there's nothing like seeing the faces on those kids when they get a base hit or make a home run or score. But it's pretty good, and they're such loving individuals, and it shows. I actually attended that pancake breakfast and had to wait for a table, so you had a good showing that day, that's for sure. So I didn't know that Andy was Kenny's son, though. That's kind of interesting to know that. So what other type of fundraisers are you doing in the community? I know you guys are really involved, and what other things other than just the Andy's Foundation part?
Okay. So year round, we're always trying to help out with our community as much as we can with fundraisers. We've done something with the Ocean Bay Elementary. We catered their science fair. We cooked all the food. They actually came and picked it up and brought it to their science fair. we're trying to work something out with the Carolina Forest Rec Center. They might be having a dance in February. As long as COVID doesn't get in the way of it, we're going to be catering that event. As long as we can work something out with the Lions Club, we might be doing a pancake breakfast with them. We're trying to get out in the community as much as we can. So if anybody has any opportunities or charities that they use, come to us and we can set something up for you guys. We're more than willing to help with our community. Our community has to start somewhere. We want to start with us. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's a great way to be in. Well, first of all, it also markets you to the community so that they know what you're about. But it also helps the community out and makes a big difference. And I really like it to see when a business gets involved with a community, because it just really brings people together. So that's pretty cool. So I hear you guys have updated your mobile app recently, and it has a new rewards program in there. Can you talk about that a little bit?
I'm sorry, what was that?
You guys have a new mobile app, and it's got the new rewards program on it. Can you talk about that?
Of course. So our rewards app is brand new. We had an old one. We made some modifications to it. It's a brand new app. It works at all Highway 55 locations. It's pretty neat. So every time you come in, all you got to do, first time you download it, is create an account. After that, all we got to do is get your phone number every time you come in. You're going to get points added to your app. So every time you come in, you're going to get points, and that leads to free food or free custard or fries, tots, burgers, cheesesteaks, you name it, it's going to be on there. So once you have a certain amount of points, you can redeem them. And what's really neat too is if you want to go to Spartanburg, South Carolina for a vacation, you can use that app at that location too. So no matter what location you go to, you'll be able to get those points. And it definitely helps with our locals too. Everyone has apps nowadays. So you come in, you use your apps, your app, you're gonna get points. So,
yeah. Beverly, thank you for joining us today. Beverly says she's going to make sure to stop by and eat there, and she said that it sounds like some good people. They are, Beverly. I've spoken with Justin's mom, Tina, quite a bit, and she's always been helpful, and she's done a lot in the community as well. She's the one that told me about the pancake breakfast, and it was great, and simple concept, but it raised money for the comment, Beverly. And Justin, I know the season's winding down a little bit and things are slowing down, but you're also getting ready for the busy holiday season, which since you're located in Tanger Outlet, I know that you guys are going to be busy during that too, because there's not, you have a couple outlying restaurants, but I don't think there's any other restaurants that are actually inside the Tanger. You have Outback and Ruby Tuesdays is outside, but I don't think there's any others inside like you guys are. And so you should be pretty busy during the holiday season. Are you guys hiring anyone? Because I know that there's people already looking for jobs, especially for the holiday season.
So we are always looking at applications. The way that you apply is Indeed.com, and you search for us and we'll pop up. And we are always looking at applications. You have to be at least 16 years old. We want fun, energetic, exciting people to join our team. Our family is what we call it, because the family starts with us, and that's how we help the community. But yes, we're always looking for people, and we are ready to be busy this holiday season.
Yeah. I think Tanger's going to be busy this year. People are sick of being in the home and they're ready to spend a little money. I know they are. I know that some people are tight on money, but I think that they're ready to spend money for Christmas and get out and get back to that family environment. They've been pulled away from their family so much because of this COVID. So, well, Justin, is there anything else you want to tell us about Highway 55 before we wrap up?
Our specific location itself, we want you guys to feel safe every time you guys come in. Especially with this whole COVID-19 thing going on, we want everyone to feel safe coming in. So we do have partitions at every single table when you walk in. So when you're sitting down, you can feel safe. You walk in with your mask, you take it off. We want you guys to feel safe. All of our employees are wearing masks to help you guys feel at home, at ease. But if you guys just don't even feel like going out that day, we also offer DoorDash and Grubhub too if you want to order at home and stay at home that day as well. So any way we can help you guys out is what we want to do.
Yeah, and guys, I'm telling you, if you go, you got to try the milkshakes. They're just like what you would have gotten in a little 50s diner back in the day. They're awesome. So, Well, guys, I appreciate it, Justin. If you will, just hang with us for just a moment. And next week, we are going to have on the show Autumn Duncan, who is a loan officer with PRMG Mortgage. And Autumn is been in the business for just a little bit, but she is really trying to promote PRMG Mortgage. And if you guys have any questions, be sure to tune in and ask those next Wednesday. November the 4th already. So we'll be talking to Autumn next Wednesday at 12:30. So Justin, thanks so much for joining us today. And you know what? We'll get out there soon to eat. And I hope everybody is watching will as well. And we'll talk to you soon. You have a great day.
You too. Hope to see y'all soon.
All right. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.